Hey guys, we're getting really close to wrapping up the book of Mark. Mark chapter 16, 9 through 13. When you read this on your own, you probably have in your own Bible a footnote or a statement made in between verses 8 and 9 saying that the earliest manuscripts do not have 9 through 20. And so I want to do a couple things in this time right now. I want to address some technicalities and why that footnote exists in your Bible, and then I want to address maybe one or two devotional thoughts. First of all, what's going on here? When the translators translate the Greek manuscripts into English, and they're doing their very best job, and they want to do their honest work, and so where there's potential for some issues to pop up. For instance, in Mark chapter, this is the most famous one, Mark chapter 16, 9 through 20, and we're looking at 9 through 13 today, hey, there's some issues here. We want to make sure that you're fully aware of that. And so that is a way of saying this is not a fake work, okay? And so the issue that they're addressing here is in our original manuscripts, or our ancient manuscripts, we actually have 4 different endings for Mark. Now there's 2 endings. One's called the intermediate ending or intermediary ending. Another one is called the freer logion ending. I don't want to spend your time addressing those. Those endings are most likely not how the book of Mark ends. The 2 most popular ones are the short ending, which ends abruptly in verse 8, or the longer ending, which we are beginning to read today. The longer ending shows up in over 95% of the manuscripts that are used to translate into the English version that we have of Mark. The reason why the shorter ending may be preferred is because it shows up while it shows up in only about just a small percentage, it shows up in the oldest manuscripts that we have. And so some will argue that we need to stick to the shorter ending in verse 8 because it's in the oldest manuscripts. And some will argue, no, we need to include 9 through 20 because it is in most of the manuscripts that we have. So your English Bible has 9 through 20, but it puts a footnote in there just saying, hey, we want to make sure you know what you're reading. Do some work on that. Go look at a good commentary, and it'll address some of the issues too. And you can make your own decision on this. So that's the technicality. If you have more questions about that, please feel free to shoot me an email, nickp@southrockchristian.com. But a devotional thought as we do this. As you read this text, you're going to see that Jesus rose early in the morning, appeared to the gals first. They ran, went told everybody, and we'll find out no one believed him. So then he got out and started walking, and he appeared to 2 of the disciples. They ran to the others and said, hey, Jesus is alive, and no one believed him. So I want you just to put yourself in the place of the disciples here, or the other people who didn't have eyewitness account. They're just hearing this from the gals or hearing it from the 2 disciples. And I want you just to see, just picture how you might react to. I've had a couple of different family members die in the last few weeks, couple of months. And if someone were to run up to me and tell me, hey, Grandpa's alive, Grandpa's alive, I might look at them a little questioningly also. So my devotional thought for you is, why do you believe in the resurrection? Aside from saying, well, it's in the Bible, why is it? What is it that secures your faith in the resurrection? And please, please, please share it with somebody. If you don't have anyone to share that with, share it with me. I would love to know what makes you believe, what leads you to believe in the resurrected Jesus. Then the second devotional thought is, how has the resurrection changed you? How has it changed you? Again, share that with somebody. If you don't have anybody, shoot me a text, shoot me an email, call me, tell me how it has changed you. You guys have a blessed day, and enjoy the rest of Mark.